and I'm here today to thank all our supporters that come from all over the world, and even to thank the media for coming here, because it's showing people that we are human, that it was portrayed on the television and on newspapers that it's a no-go area. Well, we want to show people today that it's no such thing. Everybody's quite welcome here. All our supporters, the media, the police, we have a great relationship with the police. But just because we're friends with everybody, it doesn't say that we're going to stay really quiet and let them come in and do what they do in the foreign countries, ethnic cleansing. We're not going to allow that to happen, because there's too many children here, there's too many sick people, there's very old and vulnerable people here, there's people who went to big operations. So I mean, we're not going to do what the council wants us to do. They want peaceful eviction, they want us to pack up and go. Now, 6 years ago, I asked our local MP, John Barron, I asked him in a face-to-face, I said, where are we to go? And he said, we will find somewhere, we will sort something out, it takes time. Well, that's 6 years ago, and within that 6 years they haven't given us anything. So it's not that people say, oh yeah, it's the residents putting these back in place, and it's not. We have great community with the residents, we have very good friends with the residents. This blame I put on John Barron, because when we found somewhere that we might have had a chance, he went outside Tesco's and he got 5,000 signatures to stop it. Now he said to us, go find somewhere and do the thing right. Put in planning permission, do the law, don't break the law, do it. When we tried to do it, he was the very man that stood outside Tesco's and got 5,000 people to sign a signature. So where are we going?
Kathleen, the council say it's pretty simple really. You've broken the law, you have to obey planning law. If you actually left peacefully, they wouldn't need to spend £18 million evicting you.
No, they'll have to spend about 20 million every couple of months to keep us on the road. Yeah, they wouldn't have to spend that 18 million, but they're forgetting every time they put us out on the road, it's costing millions to keep moving us, because this new law that they made, they don't want us to break the law, but they made a law that the minute they put us outside these gates, well, that's it, we're on the road, and it's costing them 20 million to keep us on the road. So that's more taxpayers' money, so that means we're getting persecuted even more, because we're getting the blame for making tax people spend all their money, when it's the council that's doing it all. At the end of the day, we paid and bought this place. We never asked the council for 1 penny to go towards electric, water, anything. And yet now they want to spend 18 million of the tax people's money to put us out the road, and for us to have to live with the consequences of it, because we're getting the blame.
A petition was handed in at Downing Street just this week. What message would you give, or what would you say to David Cameron if he was listening to this?
I would say to David Cameron that he have a lot of MPs that's breaking the law. There's a lot of corruption going on, and I think he should focus on that and leave people that wants just to make a life for their children alone, and stop spending the taxpayers' money and for us to get the blame over it. We don't want the taxpayers to spend their money. We want them to give it to people that's more deserving than us, like the police service, the fire service, the ambulance service, even to the schools, to the hospitals. Besides spending it, flushing it down the toilet, because that's where it's going, because we're still going to be in Basildon. My grandchildren was born in Basildon. I have nephews of 17 and 18. So when they say, go back to where you came from, that's the word they constantly use. Well, that's exactly what we will be doing. We'll be going back to where we came from, and where we came from was Basildon, and that's where we're going to be going.
Yeah. And based at Billericay Police Station.